In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups. From point guard to center, this game should be a good one.
Well, this is a game that could be decided by the center matchup. A lot of talent down low.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who can control the glass and ultimately win the possession battle.
And on top of that, staying out of foul trouble will be key for these two because you know they'll be going at it.
Now here's Clark. No good on the triple. This is Incredible with it.
And it's Boston picking her up.
A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
That's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Now here's Mitchell, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Puts it up. He clangs that one off a back iron and it falls.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness, leads to the bucket.
And here's Ball Queen. And we're about 1 minute into the first. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's guarded closely. Clock at 4. Here's Ball Queen. And the three off target. Clark, right side.
Boston.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Ball Queen. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. To the inside.
Boston.
Chalk up 2 right there.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock.
Boston outside.
Pass to Clark. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Now here's Walker. From deep three-point range.
They get the rebound.
Mrs. Incredible with it. McBuckets.
She's guarded by Boston.
A shot by McBuckets. No good. The Fever with the lead. Now Mitchell. Clark outside.
Pass to Boston.
Count that bucket. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now here's Ball Queen. Tight defense on her. To stop the run. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
It's on Aaliyah Boston.
At the line for Minnesota, Oliver. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Now here's Ball Queen. 5 points in the game. And she gets it back. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Clark with it. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Four on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Kelsey Mitchell hits from deep.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that 3-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
And here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Luana Bonner for 3. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Pass to Ball Queen. To the left side wing. Shot from 12. Good. She hits the jumper. Here's the Fever with the ball. They lead by 4. Now here's Mitchell. Defended by Mrs. Incredible.
Boston sets a screen.
Pulls up from the top of the key.
Clark can't get it to go.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
You're right, Tim, and she's got some angry words for herself after that miss.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Fires top of the key. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Ball Queen. Oh, there's the alley. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What fantastic communication between teammates on the alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
It was almost telepathic.
Telepathic, I think that's a good way to describe it. Both ends of that play were fantastic.
Now here's Mitchell. Clark, defended by Ball Queen. Puts up a 3.
And Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
Come on. You can't leave her alone like that, especially from long range.
Minnesota trailing. Now here's Ball Queen. 9 points in the game. Pass to McBuckets. Now Ball Queen. She's covered by Clark. Here's McBuckets. Nice move. And she gets the bucket.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Now Clark. 8 points for her. Mitchell outside. The 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Here's Ball Queen. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Howard. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Boston.
That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist. And here are the Lynx now. 7-point differential.
Hey, it didn't take long for Aaliyah Boston to make waves here in the W. She came ready.
Aside from the accolades she racked up in her first season, her team just plays better with her on the floor. She's a spark plug out there, and it seems that the team goes the way Aaliyah goes. She is a force at the 4-5 position in this league.
Now here's Clark. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle.
Here's Boston.
That one good for 2.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. 9-point game from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Indiana with the ball. Mitchell with it. She's got 6. Pass to Clark. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot.
Yeah, a very nice feed by Mitchell there. She's a team-oriented player who enjoys setting the table for open teammates.
Here's Ball Queen. Banked in off the glass.
Look at that move. Is she special or what? I love watching her operate inside.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Boston. And the basket is good.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
Here's Minnesota. They trail by 9 points. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Walker the screen. Now McBuckets. No good on the last second attempt there. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Fever on top. They're up by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
The ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
And here are the Lynx now. 9-point game. Smith, no good.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Queen. That 3 off the mark.
Outside Cunningham.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
And the first one falls for her.
And Sophie Cunningham has joined the trend of WNBA stars broadcasting in the offseason.
Does a great job. She was on the Suns broadcast last year, able to break down the game so well because Well, Sophie is also playing basketball at the highest level.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
And one major rule change this year, the addition of the reset timeout.
It's something that's been around in the G League for a while, and it's worked really well there. So they brought it to the W.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it in the G League, and I know it'll be an awesome new wrinkle for the WNBA.
Now here's Smith. Clock at 6. Here's Walker. And the Lynx miss again.
Outside Cunningham.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute to play. Olsen with the bucket.
That's a great job, really, to angle her body, shield the bigger player from the ball on her way to the basket.
And you have to know how to finish like that if you're going to take it down low. And she showed all the capabilities of doing so.
Now here's McBride. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game.
Collier, that's good.
A team-oriented leader with the passion for making others better. McBride is simply a fantastic teammate.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Cunningham with it.
Guarded by Walker. Pass to Hole. This one for 3. And that's collected by Kayla McBride. And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 11. There's the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Hole with the ball. Here's Colson. Queen covering. Now Colson. Pass to Boston. Hole. McBride covering.
Now here's Cunningham.
And stolen by Walker. And now the Lynx fast break. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Indiana with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
They double team Aaliyah Boston.
Dantas. No good with the wing jumper.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Pass to Walker. Back to McBride. And here's Queen. No good on the 3.
Now here's Boston.
She's got 16.
Outside Cunningham.
Lets it go from deep. Indiana again missing. The Lynx trailing. Inside. Here's Smith. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here.
The prototypical big for today's game. Smith can beat you inside and outside.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Dantas. 5 on the clock. Bonner outside. Indiana again missing.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Mitchell with it. She's got 6. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Shoots. Miss incredible, can't get it to go.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she can work for a better shot than that.
From deep three-point range, does not find the hole, her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. Bonner outside.
Boston.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Bonner, guarded by Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The tray, and DeWanna Bonner gets the 3.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
Tough question here for you guys. Who is the best shooter in the league?
Well, I'm going to go with the easy answer. Sabrina Ionescu led the league in threes made last year and shot it at 45%. I mean, we're talking about volume. We're talking about efficiency. 45%. That was third best in the league.
I second that. Plus, at 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend, the Walnut Creek Wonder almost beat Steph in that three-point shootout.
The Lynx now. 6-point game. Now here's ball queen. D right on her. Over to the left wing. This is incredible. Nailed from three-point land.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And here is Mitchell. She's got 6. Clark outside. From past the arc. The Fever rebound. Bonner outside. Clark outside. Goes back up. That's in. Coming off an assist from DeWanna Bonner. Here's ball queen. 14 points for her. Clark with the double team.
Indiana foul. Temi Fagbenle. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Oliver. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Fever making a switch here. Both good at the line. Now Mitchell. Clark outside. The 3 is up. That ball is good for another field goal, her 6th, and she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Bonner. Now here's Dantas. Back to Bonner. Shot clock at 6. Clark over ball queen. And another basket for Indiana.
A multi-talented player. I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
Ball queen with the ball. She's got 16. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for her. The 3 ball. That's good, and it's Delwana Bonner with the assist.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
So the Lynx now, trailing by 5. Here's ball queen. That one falls through. It's her 6th make from the floor this game, and now 6 for 10.
She's made the most of her chances, hasn't she? She needs to keep on working to get these good looks.
And here's Indiana. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What fire from Mitchell on the drive. Puts her head down and just charges at the hoop.
So the Lynx now. Smith outside. This is incredible. He jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Mitchell outside. Caitlin Clark outside. And it's Collier with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 11. Kicks it out to Clark. Another shot. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Nice kick out after the D. It collapsed on her.
Minnesota trailing. Picked by Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Mrs. Incredible. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Third team foul. At the line for Minnesota, number 28. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so she hits both of them. And 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And if I'm them, if I'm in their seats, if I'm on the bench in the game, I go for it.
Clark left side. Outside Howard. 6 to shoot. Down low. Bonner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
An adaptable scorer, Bonner shows the ability to outduel opponents on contact finishes.
And here's ball queen.
Shoots. And the Lynx miss again. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Fever on top. They're up by 5. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here.
And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Here's ball queen.
Shoots. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Fever ball.
The Fever with the lead. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell.
Boston sets a screen.
There's the triple. Shot by Mitchell, no good. So the Lynx now. And she's going for the alley-oop. And stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Clark. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Mitchell outside. Here's Howard. Basket counts.
The attacking mindset of Howard. When she gets a good look inside, she doesn't pass it up.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Here's ball queen. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
The defender clearly wasn't anticipating the step back. She was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to Boston.
Clark, defended by ball queen. Deflects the pass. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a big swing right there, taking the steal and turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
And there's no telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah.
In a game this tight, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as difference makers.
Now Clark, 21 points in the game. Mitchell outside. Minnesota grabs the miss. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Walker's shot is good. And that ties it up.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep.
That shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Well, she can give it as good as she gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship right now. Answers right back with a 3 of her own.
Now here's ball queen.
20 points for her. Walker's shot is good.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Howard.
Boston.
Here's McBuckets. And she makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Clark, defended by Ball Queen. Pass to Mitchell. Bonner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is.
Once Bonner gets inside, it's already too late. She takes advantage of opportunities around the basket.
She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but DeWanna Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Clark. She's got 21. Mitchell, defended by Mrs. Incredible. To the paint. Now here's Clark, guarded closely. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Lynx leading. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Offline with the 3. Mitchell left side. Back to Clark. Bonner. The three-pointer off the mark. Lets it go. Miss Incredible can't get it to go.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Boston.
Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Mitchell. Over Walker. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Minnesota. Ball Queen with the ball. He's got 20. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
And here's Clark. Mitchell outside. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in the fence. Punches it down with fury.
And rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yeah, they're not going to like that.
They're not backing off at all, are they?
Indiana trailing. Timeout called the Fever.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
So both teams changing it up here. Clark back to Mitchell. Howard the screen. Now here's Mitchell, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Ball Queen. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Pass to Clark, looking to end the run. The shot misses. Here's Ball Queen. Another three for Minnesota.
The defense scattered all over the place in the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Now Boston.
Back to Clark. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. She's got 8. Pass to Ball Queen. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Clark outside. Here's Howard. Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Great focus for Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
So the Lynx now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Ball Queen. She's got 29 points for the game.
Nafisa Collier on the wing.
Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Mitchell outside.
Now here's Boston.
To the middle. Back to Howard. Clark with it.
Boston.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Howard. Launches a three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
A textbook feed to Hall, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to McBuckets. Ball queen. For three. And the three ball is good.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Clark. 24 points for her. Here's Mitchell. Hull with the ball. Clark outside. From the arc. The three-pointer is on target.
That three puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ball game.
And the basket by Ball Queen. And here is Mitchell. She's got 18. Pass to Boston. Now here's Clark. Here's Mitchell. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
The shot's finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Now here's Ball Queen. She's got 34. Now Walker. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Howard. Clark, defended by Ball Queen. Over Ball Queen. And it's Collier with the rebound. The Lynx with the lead. And Caitlin Clark with a block. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up some points. Lynx ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Here's the Fever with the ball. They trail by 6. Back to Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Bonner. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
Now here is Queen.
Oh, look at that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons why the team is in charge of this game right now.
There's a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
I think the other team's a little afraid.
Yeah, I used to love going up and jamming it like that. Check my rookie year highlight reel. I was throwing it down left and right.
And here are the Lynx now. Mitchell grabs the board. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. Covered by Collier. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the Lynx. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. And she uses the glass on the layup. Indiana trailing. Mitchell outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the bucket just as soon as that ball was going the other way.
Here's Mitchell. Bonner outside. Launches it. This is incredible with the rebound.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Smith inside. She's guarded by Dantas.
Count it.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Now here's Bonner. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Good.
Can't lose track of Bonner on the court. She's a capable shooter from all three levels.
Smith outside. Right wing. 18 feet out. This incredible, can't get it to go.
And here's Indiana.
It's a 10-point game. Mitchell outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Smith. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Tried to bank it in, but misses. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Luana Bonner for three. Missed it. 5 for 11 shooting from the field for her. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And again, no good by Minnesota. Luana Bonner for three. Connects from three-point range.
The scouting report on Bonner is probably play off a bit, but when in rhythm, she is better as a shooter.
Now here is Queen. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Queen with the ball. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
And here's Bonner. Back to Mitchell. Inside. Dantas. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
At the line for the away team, Damiris Dantas. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
At the free throw line, Dantas is one of the better shooting bigs, so you have to be smart when defending her.
And that's good as she hits both shots. So the Lynx now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Ball Queen. She's tightly guarded. Pass to Walker. Tries it from 19. And that one swishes right in.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Clark. And here's Hull. Queen covering. Out to the wing. Here's Howard. And it's Collier with the rebound. The Lynx with the lead. Pass to McBuckets. And she's good on the three ball.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Clark with it. Boston sets a screen. Here's Hull. Here's Boston. She's covered by McBuckets. Now Howard. Caitlin Clark outside. Can't hit that one. Queen with the ball. Collier outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Now Walker. Cole defending. From deep. Rebounded by the Fever. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Pass to miss is incredible. There's the lob to the hoop.
And the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming on the end of an alley-oop.
What a lob.
Man, they've got this team hanging on for dear life right now.
Indiana with the ball. And here's Clark. Mitchell outside. They need this. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's covered by Mitchell. Ball Queen with the miss.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Clark. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Gets it to go from downtown.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Timeout called the Fever. The three hits the three-point bomb. And here are the Lynx now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Ball Queen with the miss.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
2 shots.
gets the first, and that brings them within 10. And she cannot convert on the second. That one misses.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Here's Clark. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Howard, defended by Mrs. Incredible. 4 on the clock. Here's Clark. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark. Down low. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now ball queen. Throws it up high. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it in.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Now here's Clark. Shoots the three. That one is off. Here's ball queen. Off target with the three. Boston outside. Outside Howard. Boston. Clark left side. They'll want a Bonner for three. Drops in the tray. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
They've got to be happy with the effort, the result, the outcome. Great night.
W is a W. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they come out on top.
And that's a wrap, everyone.